welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome to Everbank Stadium, football fans in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And we're off from Jacksonville. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson and even a playoff run in Jacksonville, it's just consistency. Week in and week out, that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Bayshul Tootin. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
So first down from the 41. They'll go again here with Tootin. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Tootin gets it from the gun. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Ricky Myers, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Lawrence, a quick throw up the line. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Complete to Jacoby Myers. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 35-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Tootin. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. And they'll throw 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The #1 thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. And let the cover guys go shut it down.
Little knocks it through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
We'll call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season you won't. In that case, one went right through.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They're led out by the Colorado and Jackson State products. It's Shedeur Sanders.
People who get stuck on the last name or draft day fall will lose sight of the QB that this guy can be in the NFL. Confidence is a funny thing, especially from the outside, to judge what it may look like, what it may sound like. But I know this, you got to have it to play in this league.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Play action, Sanders. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
With Sanders out of the pistol. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. Got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Now at midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long. Working out of the gun. Sanders. That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll air it out on 3rd. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. And this is no good from this distance. Issues on that snap are going to doom you every time. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd down. Lawrence to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Hand off to Tootin. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They send a receiver in motion right. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars stretch their early lead to 9. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Cam Little to try the extra point. He hits it true, despite some issues with that snap. And the Jaguars go up 10-zip here in the first.
Browns nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try to miss the mark. First call here coming from the shotgun. Zone read. This is Jenkins. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Browns first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Sanders going to throw here on first. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. It's a sack on first down. And we'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
7 yards.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Now he takes it. Finally caught, and he lost the football. Picked up by the Jaguars. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return.
Well, that was quite a roller coaster ride of momentum. It starts with the QB ripping off a beautiful chunk run, and it ends up with the other QB running out after his team forces the critical fumble.
Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And here in the first, already up to a 10-0 advantage. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. He gets this one to Strange. And this one doesn't go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st down. It's a gain of 10. And the Browns.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another one for Judkins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders now. A little screen pass for Judkins. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The give left side, Judkins. Free inside the 30. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Looking inside the red zone. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game.
Browns 7.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. LaQuint Allen to return this. And he stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. And they'll take this ahead for 7.
Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game.
Jaguars 17. Browns 7.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll go play action for Sanders. On him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. To the air, Sanders. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Our score, 17-7. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. He has it at the 22. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Motion man sent left. Tootin on 1st and 10. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. On the ground, Tootin is unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And the gun on this 3rd down, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the set.
One of the hardest things to measure at that NFL Combine. Sure, you get verticals and 40s and bench presses, but it's hard to measure determination and heart. That clip right there, that was all about want to for this defense to get that sack.
They'll send Logan Cook out again for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First call here coming from the shotgun. Play action, Sanders. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. Sanders back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Sneak here, Sanders. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On first down, here's Sanders. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're in a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for second down and 13. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Lee Judkins on the drop down. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half, and you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
The Browns are lined up to punt. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now it's Lawrence. Here's a screen for Tootin. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They'll send him over right. On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. Got his man, Thomas has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment, made it the perfect time for the first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. Past midfield at the 45. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. This play goes for 36. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
He's got Thomas on a slant. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Up on Washington, left side. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down and goal to go.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. The toss play to Tootin. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Tootin again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. They move 2 yards closer. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 5.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Backed up the last 2 plays. Got to go in the right direction here. It's 3rd and goal. And he will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 16-point ball game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
On is Little for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Jaguars take a 3-possession lead.
Round 7.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. With Sanders out of the pistol. Diving right side, got it! That play good for 17 and a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
To the air on first down, Sanders finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. A little screen pass for Judkins. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Handoff now to Judkins. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Making the stop, that was last year's Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. You just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Not an enviable spot as they come up, third and long. Third and long for him here. He's going to run for it. And they bring him down around the 34.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
So this is Andre Schmidt to attempt this Browns field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the gap closes to 14 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to Send that puppy through.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. This is Allen to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Lawrence to throw it. That's another quick hitter. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Lawrence here running the sneak. They set him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. The Jaguars into punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Sanders going to look to throw. Taken in by Fannin. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. First and 10 now from the 46. Here's Sanders now. Hopkins isn't holding him up there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Sanders setting the pass. Throw left side, finds Fannin. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nickel look by the Jaguars here. 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. Short pass caught caught by his tight end. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Browns are lining up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars headed out on offense late in this first half. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Hand off to Tootin. He dodged the tackle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hanson and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. The Browns have the football first to start the third, and here comes their offense. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Cut out left. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. To the air, Sanders. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. He'll air it out on 3rd. For big yards on the right side. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Judkins running between the tackles. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Sanders. Completes. This is Fannin. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
3rd and short here. Sanders. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That one connects. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This is Allen to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Tootin with it. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. First down, and they go right back to it. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lawrence throwing here. Here's a screen for Tootin. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down throw, Lawrence. Gets him on the end route. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Nathaniel Watson there for the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Second down give to Tootin. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. It's the rookie out of UCLA, Brock. Carson Schlesinger making the stop.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Lawrence with it on 1st. And he's got it. It's in close. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 13-point lead. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14.
Browns 17.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Man in motion here. On 1st down, here's Sanders. Fits it through the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. A little screen pass for Judkins. They're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. To the air on 3rd and long. Sends this to the end zone. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. We've got a 4th down decision to make. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Tootin gets it from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Tootin. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Got his man. Thomas has it. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Inside give here for Tootin. Stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 from the 43. Lawrence looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. It's Tootin. He has room past the 25. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. A run here with Tootin. That's a solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. On the ground, Tootin. Oh, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Tootin does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Another try for Tootin. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Turned away from the goal line on the last snap. Need to make it 1 more yard here on 3rd and goal. He keeps it himself. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. On a quarterback sneak to the end zone. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21.
Jaguars 38, Browns 17.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Shedkins to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 25-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
He has the first over the middle. So he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. On the give, here's Junkins. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's Sanders now. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Middle of the field, taken in by Judy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And the Browns first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Going again here, Sanders. Finds the in route, complete. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Browns first down.
That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this 4th quarter at a massive deficit. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw now is Sanders. Oh, he's going for it again. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions.
That's exactly what this offense was dreaming of when they brought him in as a rookie quarterback, showing off that ability to run. That's exactly what these defensive coordinators are hoping to not see. Yet another dynamic rookie quarterback that can score it with his legs.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game.
Browns 24.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. This is Allen to return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Complete right side to Washington. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Tootin on 1st and 10. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Thomas snags it over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Lawrence working from the gun. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars making a 3-score game in the fourth. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
On is Little for the extra point. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21.
Browns 24.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fields this one at the 3. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First call here coming from the shotgun. Running back sent in motion. To the air on first down. Sanders. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
5 still to go here. This is second down. They'll go play action for Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. That's the line, he's going to run for it. This gets the first and more. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
On first down, here's Sanders. Finds him on the crossing route. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll come up on first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Connection made to Judy. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop was made.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game.
Browns 31.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. This is Allen to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. And off to Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
From the shotgun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37. Here's their first carry from LeQuint Allen. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now it's Lawrence. Caught by Washington, left side. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Brought in. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
They've got a man in motion. Lawrence on third and goal. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
On his Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21.
52. Browns 31.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Returning to his go-to, it's Judy. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. It really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're saying defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
Sanders now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Browns 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, it's time to add some players and some names and a team to the all-time record list. It used to read 12 when it comes to sacks accomplished 5 times. But you know what we just witnessed? We just witnessed the 13th sack of this game in NFL history. This group has lived behind the other side of the line all game long, and now they will live in their record books right now.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
Nice pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. Desperation time here. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Coach's challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Jacksonville heading out there on offense. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. This is Allen on the give. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
Away at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to Allen. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A gain of 15 there. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. It's Allen again. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Throw is caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Complete to Parker Washington.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars, well, they could probably just run away and hide. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give to Allen out of the shotgun. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again.
59, Browns 31.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. New set of downs for him from the 31. It's Judkins on the counter. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Sanders going to look to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
To the air on first down. Sanders. Looking right, and he finds him. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14. And the Browns first down.
So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.